Assalamualaikum and hi. So we are Group 39, Darah Satria, and our case study focuses on hazard identification, risk assessment, and risk control at laboratory or workshop in FKTM. For introduction, hierarchy is essential to maintain safety in technical labs. Supported by Act 514 FMA 1967, it helps identify hazard, assess risks, and implement effective control measures.
My name is Abdul bin Abdul Rahim. Today I will present about the hazard one, which is a chemical hazard identified in the advanced manufacturing like Unimed, located at the MPU 19 block FTKM A19. During the inspection, we found several exposed chemical contents left openly on bench, with some missing label and secondary containment. This poses multiple risks such as a spill, skin content, and environment contaminations. Furthermore, ISO 45001 and GHS standard require efficient hazard communication and proper content of a chemical to ensure a workplace safety. Immediately corrections action like a proper labeling, a strong in safety cabin, and a staff training should be announced to prevent any chemical related accidents. Continuation with the hazard one is like highly the mentioned the legal standard risk assessment and control measurement relate to the chemical hazard in the lab. So based on the OSHA 1994, ISOP 2014, ISO 45001, just I mentioned just now, an employee must be removed a occurable hazard and ensure a proper chemical labeling and contamination. So our risk assessment identify a medium risk, which a likelihood a rating of 4 possible and a severity rating of is 3, which is moderate lah. So giving a total risk value of is 20. This mean correction actions need urgently take lah. So to control this hazard, we recommend the engineering control like using a venetial cabin, or we need to use a rack, or we need to use which what is we need to use a labeling, proper labeling, and furthermore administration control, which is including SOP, enforcement, safety audit, training, and so on, and also PPE. PPE such as like this lah, we need to wear a proper glove, we need to wear a proper glass, and if we wear a glove, we need to wear a 2 layer of glove, and also we need to apply always 5S. And then in conclusion, this lab hazard one are not just for a machine chemical mismanagement. It's a serious threat. A proper strong labeling SOP and PPE are uh, essential for a safe lab environment.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So for hazard 2, our group identified that a loose electrical cable hanging from an overhead beam in the advanced machine lab as shown in the photo here. So it's only secured with a black electrical tape and placed near the injection molding machine, and it's clearly a foreseeable hazard under OSHA 1994. So this area is busy with heavy student activity, so proper cable management is crucial to avoid unwanted incident. So, based on our assessment, the likelihood of the hazard occurring is rated at possible ranking 4. So, this is because the cable is in an active area within shoulder to head height and may be accidentally pulled or disturbed during operation. So, for severity, we classify it as serious ranking 3. 3. While there is no exposed wire currently, there is still potential for non-fatal injury if someone trips, get caught, or if the tip fails leading to electrical exposure in worst case scenario. So overall, the hazard presents moderate concern requiring proper control measure. So we go into this slide. So from the hierarchy matrix, so combining the likelihood 4 and severity 3 give a risk value of 12, which falls under the medium risk category. So according to hierarchy guidelines, medium risk hazard must be addressed with a planned approach. We cannot leave it unattached as a environmental factor like heat or dust may worsen the condition over time. So most importantly, the risk must be documented clearly in the risk assessment form before lab activities continue. So to overcome this hazard, we suggest a few key actions. So first, under engineering control, the cable should be replaced with an industrial-grade insulated type and installed neatly using tracking or sealing clips. And next, for the administrative control, warning signs should be placed, inspection done regularly, and safety briefings must be included this hazard. Lastly, although PPE is the least effective, rubber soles should still help reduce the electric shock risk. So although this step will help create a much safer lab environment.
Now, I will explain about Hazard 3, which is an agronomic hazard identified in the product design laboratory. This case study was observed in the product design laboratory located in the Purple Building of Fakulti Kejuruteraan Teknologi Manufacturing UNIMEL. The lab is supervised by Mr. Suhaimi bin Senawi and involves activity related to design process and prototype development, which require prolonged sitting and concentrations. The main issue arise from improper workstation setup, such as chair being at the same height as the table, leading to poor posture. Students often hunch forward or raise their arm awkwardly while walking, which contribute to back and shoulder pains. Additionally, there is an open switchboard located very close to their chair, creating a risk of instability, failing, or potential electric shock from exposed wire. From the risk assessment, this hazard has a likelihood score of 3, meaning it might occur. The severity is rated at 2, indicating a minor injury, such as muscle strain or discomfort. Therefore, the relative risk score is 6, which fall under the moderate risk category. This is especially concerns because students are exposed to the hazard frequently and for a long period during their design activities. To overcome these hazard several control are suggested. Engineer control include providing adjustable ergonomic chair and covering the open switchboard to eliminate direct exposure. Administrative control involves placing proper warning sign to alert student about potential risks. By addressing this ergonomic issue early, we can help reduce long-term health problem and create a safer, more comfortable working environment for students.
My name is Darah binti Ramli. I will continue with hazard 4, unuse of PPE. For hazard identification, the hazard arises due to the PPE being unused by students who deal with CNC machine in the advanced machine laboratory without a proper lab code. Risk assessment, the likelihood of this hazard is possible with rating of 4. Students prefer not to put on full PPE because they believe that it is bothersome for immediate use. The severity for this hazard is serious with rating of 3. For example, a student might suffer serious hand injuries that demand surgery if it unfastened, causing become stuck in a milling machine. The relative risk of unused PPE is medium. For risk control, administrative procedures include performing pre-lab safety checks before accessing the machining space. Next, hazard 5, which is exposed machinery. These machines expose moving components is the actual cause of the danger. The likelihood of this hazard is possible with rating of 4. The severity for this hazard is fatal with rating of 4 and the total relative risk is high. Fatal because of the potential of paralysis, major wounds and possibly fatal accident. For risk control, interlocking system should also make sure that machines are unable to operate without the guard being completely in location. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, hierarchy raises safety awareness in the lab by helping to identify and control hazards. With shared responsibility and consistent action, we can create a safer and more effective learning environment.
Cik, basically ni apa yang peraturan ataupun student yang perlu ikut untuk masuk ke bengkel ni?
Okey, untuk masuk ke bengkel A1 ni lah, bengkel reka bentuk produk. Dia lebih pada safety dia daripada segi pemakaian. Kalau macam perempuan, tudung kena masuk dalam jaket, kan. Lepas tu kena kasut, pakai kasut yang bertutup lah. Bertutup mana tak boleh yang separuh terbuka, tak boleh. Mana kena tutup semua. Lepas tu untuk lelaki pun sama jaket, lepas tu kasut bertutup. Jadi kalau untuk safety dalam mesin, kita ada glove, kita ada Google, okey, kita ada safety mask. Ikut pada penggunaan mesin. Itu sajalah. Untuk workbench area ni kena pakai kasut jugalah. Jadi untuk workbench area ni lebih pada kerja-kerja tangan lah. Macam dia nak potong, pakai gergaji, itu saja.
Assalamualaikum